my channel. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, but school, home, and just everything else, it's been so much. So I really didn't have the time to sit down and make a video and then do all the editing and all of that. Just trying to juggle life itself. Now, being the start of a new year, I just wanted to come by and just do a review of the last family, year, friends, and school. What my January, I was back in school after giving birth in December to my last my little princess. She is now 1 year old. So I was back at school. I was excited because I mean, after a pregnancy, body going through all of that changes, those emotions and everything, I was happy to be about the semester and about seeing my classmates who I wasn't close with. I was even excited to see them because I mean, it's the new year. Just something about a new year. You just have a fresh perspective on life. You just want to start clean and everything. So I was excited to go back to school. Bought cupcakes of my classmates and so on. And surprisingly, well, it shouldn't have been a surprise. Most of them didn't take my cupcakes. But guess what? I ate them anyways and gave them to other persons around campus. So this semester was a killer. Believe I ended up having to do exams that I had missed because of my pregnancy. So yes, I had to take those on. All in all, I managed. I passed all my exams. And then in September was when I started a new year in school. So I started my 3rd year of my I was doing program, 10 courses and an additional course that I didn't get to complete because of my pregnancy. So I ended up doing 11 courses while my colleagues had 10. Right. But I mean, the courses had a lot of content, a lot to be covered in a short period of time. So you can just imagine, there were nights when I was at school up until midnight trying to complete assignments. Yeah, I had trouble with my internet at home. I had to be at school finishing up work so I can take them in the following day and so on. It was I just also saw some births in terms of friendship. New friendships were formed. I wouldn't say new friendships were formed, but friendships were deepened. Some became extinct. And some I've gotten closer to a few more females at school. And I must say their friendship has been a blessing because there are times when you're down and they just help to lighten your mood. I, for one, I usually go to school with a very jovial attitude. I don't really take much serious because at home I have to be like, so when I'm at school I just kind of loosen up, and if I say something to someone within a certain time or space, I just say my piece and that's it. I let it go. I don't hold on to grudges. People change. And it's always good to allow people to just be who they are. Like, I might have a problem with just allow people to be who they are. You can't expect people to just change for you. And to each his own. I mean, if that person's personality is just too much for you, then you just keep it moving. I try not to force myself on anyone. I just do whatever I feel like when I feel like it. You either deal with it or you don't. It's just life. I'm not you. You're not me. You can't expect me to be like you. And that is just something that we all need to take into consideration when we're dealing with other persons. Like them say, 7 brothers, 7 different minds. Everybody is just different. So school was, as usual, stressful, but I mean, we all managed to pull through. On the home front now, things were hectic at home because juggling full-time school, caring for kids, making sure everybody is good while trying to stay on top of appointments and assignments and homeworks, your homework, their homework, and just everything. It's it can be pretty rough. So it was very hectic for me. Finding time to clean, to just do normal stuff with the kids, to just spend time with them. I really struggled this year to do that because I had so much on my plate, and then with a young child, it was even more difficult because she demanded a lot of my time whenever I could give it. She stays at home during the day while I'm at school, but whenever I come home, I try to spend as much time as I can with her because she's really not getting much. So it was hard. It was hard juggling that. And in terms of my relationship, like with my spouse, we've grown this past year. We've grown a lot. I can see a lot of changes in the dynamics of our relationship. And I can only hope for the best. Like with everything else, adjusted. I think we've both grown in the sense that we appreciate each other more. We are learning more to just support each other better. A kind of spouse that so we've grown in that sense, and I can only hope that we continue to grow positively. Moments that really mattered, that helped to shape the year for me. So going into 2017, I mean, everybody is setting goals, what they plan to do, and all of that. Setting goals and writing down their time limits, and so on to achieve those goals. But I've made a list of a few things that I want to accomplish throughout the year. Hopefully, God's willing, I will be able to accomplish these goals. It's nothing major. I'm a better mother, a better student, better friend, a better sister, a better daughter. Finding a balance between home and school, being more proactive in terms of school, in the sense of being organized, like knowing my next move and not just reacting to situations as they arise, but preparing myself for like upcoming events for the week or the night before, preparing stuff from the night before. If I know I have to do certain things, doing them ahead of time so that I'm not. So it's been a great year. My nephew was born in December. My daughter had her first birthday. I spent the new year at home with my kids and their dad, and we were just sitting around in the living room. We spoke about the highlights of our year. We spoke about things that we want to accomplish for the new year. It doesn't get any better than that for me. There's nowhere else I would have rather to spend time ringing in the new year, but at home with my loved ones. So 2016 has really taught me to just let people be people. Let them do what they have to do for them, and just do what you have to do for you. Don't depend solely on anyone to do things that you need to get done. Just get to it. Whatever it is that you need to be completed, don't wait for someone to say, hey, I'm going to do this for you, or let me do this, or just get up and do it. There's no one you can depend on more but yourself. It has also taught me that things will happen. Things happen, and you just can't control what. I'm just thankful that I made it through. I'm still alive, still breathing, with all my limbs attached.